I know I'm late to the game, but I'm still going to break it down. The New York Jets officially placed the non-exclusive franchise tag on star running back Breece Hall. Now, this is big news for the New York Jets, as they are able to lock down their star running back for another year. They wanted to gain more time to come to an extension. Breece Hall is happy to be back. This is what he posted on X. Always willing to bet on myself. I'm excited that he is back with the New York Jets. I have been an advocate of bringing him back here. Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji have talked glowingly about him in saying that they want to retain good talent, and Breece Hall is a dang good player, so it makes sense to bring him back. He's still young, 24 years old. I think that he still hasn't scratched the surface of the best football that he can play in the right system, and when he's utilized in the right way in a Frank Reich system, I'm hoping we will be able to see the best out of Breece Hall, and ultimately he will continue to improve as a receiving back, as a running back, and I just hope that the New York Jets will use his strengths to the best of their ability. Now that you brought Breece Hall back, it's one less hole to fill, and you know what you have in Breece Hall, so it's just amazing for the New York Jets to bring him back. Hopefully they can work out a long-term extension pretty soon. Excited to see what happens. But then after that, we got some more Jets news, and that is Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray will officially be released on March 11th. Now, he is an option for the New York Jets. When you look at this veteran quarterback market, he might be one of the best options for the New York Jets out there. Before he got released, the argument would be with Kyler Murray, don't trade for him. You don't want to pay his contract too much money. Doesn't fit the scheme. But now that you could sign him to the veteran minimum, I don't know how I feel about Kyler Murray. I could see the Jets having legit interest in Kyler Murray, but then also you got ex-players, ex-teammates of Kyler Murray giving you warnings about bringing him in, doubts for his love of the game of football, etc., work ethic. I don't really know how I feel about Kyler Murray being brought in for the Jets, but if they like it, ultimately I'd back it up. Let me hear your thoughts down below of Kyler Murray as an option for the New York Jets. He's a serviceable quarterback, a former number one overall pick that could ultimately just need a new, a change of scenery to set his footing and to ultimately succeed in the NFL. I think if they brought him in, he'd just be a stopgap option for the Jets as they wait for their rookie quarterback, whether that be in 2026 or 2027, to ultimately get the starting job, ultimately to be developed and hopefully succeed for the Jets. Next, I wanted to talk about the New York Jets free agency plan that was revealed by Darren Muji back at the Combine. When asked about free agency and bringing in players, etc., he said they're hoping to inject some veteran presence into that locker room that will ultimately prove positively in 2026. When you look at the New York Jets, they were one of the youngest teams across the entire NFL. Now, bringing in those veteran presences like Harrison Phillips, hopefully Alex Anzalone, that would be absolutely excited to see become a New York Jet. He's been linked for the Jets to help Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji establish what they want this team to look like on and off the field. There are a lot of options for the Jets that are veterans coming into this free agent market. Not that much on the quarterback market this year that I think would come to the Jets. When you look at the wide receiver market, you got guys like Alex Pierce, as well as Michael Pittman, who could be cap casualty. Another name to look out for. Frank Reich ultimately drafted him when he came out of USC. Tight end Isaiah Likely, I think, would be an interesting option for the Jets, as they need some depth behind Jeremy Ruckert as well as Mason Taylor. And then also Elijah Vera Tucker is one of the biggest question marks for me. I don't know if the Jets are going to ultimately bring him back on a one-year prove-it deal. The belief around the league, and I've heard this reported from a various widespread of sources, that Elijah Vera Tucker will be paid in free agency this year. There's a team that's going to be taking a chance on him, and with the Jets' luck, he's probably going to be healthy, never get injured again, and probably go on to win a Super Bowl. I don't know what his market value is, but I would bring him back. He used to play left guard back when the New York Jets drafted him. He's a piece that you can move around, And you can make the argument that when healthy, he's the best offensive lineman for the New York Jets, even over Armand Membu after the fabulous season that he had in 2025. Let me know whether or not you would bring back John Simpson or AVT. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. That's all for this one. Breaking down the latest New York Jets news. Got you covered all off season long. Don't forget to like and subscribe. JETS, 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 Jets. Let's go, baby.